1 month ago, Richard Allen was sentenced to 130 years in jail for the murders of Abigail Williams and Liberty German in Delphi. And now the Carroll County prosecutor is speaking one-on-one for the first time since a gag order was issued in the trial more than 2 years ago. We sat down and talked about a lot of issues, including the heaviness a trial like this can have and the difficulties his team faced in prosecuting a case the public followed so closely.
You're always going to second guess, should I have done this? Should I have objected there? Should I have not put that in the evidence? For me, that's normal.
Obviously a lot quieter, not as much security.
Inside the Carroll County Courthouse, it's much more quiet than it was for the fourth quarter of 2024, when a case was thrust into the national spotlight.
For me, I just tried to block it out as much as I could and focus on, okay, what do we want to present at trial and what are the facts that we can prove? Of course, you're under more scrutiny when it's a case that has as much publicity as this case did, and you have this sense of obligation that you want to do the best you can and make sure that you're completely prepared. And so, you have that extra pressure, but in terms of preparation, you kind of just go through the same routine that you would with any trial.
For Carroll County prosecutor Nicholas McLeland, it was a hefty case. 18 days in court, 64 total witnesses, 378 exhibits, and years to prepare. One of the biggest, if not the biggest case Carroll County has seen.
The amount of information that was involved was more than I'd ever dealt with as well. And so it just took a lot of organization.
McLeland was quick to credit Stacey Diener and James Luttrell for their work.
It was a huge task. I don't know that I want to know how many hours I put in on it.
I mean, as a parent yourself, as somebody who has to go home and take care of kids.
Sure.
It's challenging. Can you share what that was like for you?
There definitely are days that you get overwhelmed and think, I have so much to do. I don't know how I'm going to do all this. Obviously, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of time away from family and friends, a lot of missed family events, and you just have to sacrifice that to put the work in that's necessary for the case.
But a case of this magnitude meant living under a microscope, complete with YouTubers, podcasters, and the arrival of national media. It's one of the reasons McLeland was concerned for the jury heading into the trial.
I really had a fear that regardless of how many people that we subpoenaed in to be for jury duty, that we weren't going to find 12 that hadn't heard about this case. And so it was a real concern for me. And I wanted to be able to get 12 people who didn't form an opinion about this case, were unbiased, so that we could have a fair trial, not only for the state, but for Richard Allen.
And you felt like you got that?
Yes.
Even after the verdict and sentencing, people continue to talk about the theories of what they think happened.
We live and die by the burden of proof of beyond a reasonable doubt. And so if you can prove a theory beyond a reasonable doubt, then to me it becomes a truth in the court of law. And until then, it's just a theory, and that's just what it is. It's an idea of what you thought happened. And so I don't have a problem with people throwing that word around, but where's the evidence to back it up?
Are you surprised that Richard Allen didn't testify?
No. Being a defense attorney for as long as I was, that's always the big question. Do you have the defendant testify? It's a catch-22. They have the absolute right not to testify. If they don't testify, the jury is not able to hear them say, I didn't do it. And I think that's a big thing for juries to hear. On the other hand, if you have them testify, you open them up to cross-examination and open them up to oftentimes a lot of hard questions that are going to be hard for them to answer, which could make them look equally as bad in front of a jury.
The jury was deliberating for 19 and a half hours, but there was time, obviously, that you're sitting there, you're waiting, you're wondering. Walk me through that time.
It's always hard waiting for the jury to come back, and I imagine if you took a poll of 50 attorneys, you'd have half that say, oh, it's better if they come back quick, and half that say they come back, it's better if they come back or take longer to decide. I don't know, but it is, I guess, it's tough to wait. And it wasn't so bad the first couple days. The Sunday that we had off between the Saturday and the Monday where the jury was off and we didn't have to come into court and we're just home, that was a hard day because you're just wondering, what are they doing? What are they thinking? So the waiting is always tough for me.
I did ask McLeland if he believes Allen received a fair trial. He said yes, and this story was just a portion of our 30-minute sit-down conversation. We also talked about leaked evidence, an appeal, and the heaviness of having a family while trying a case like this. Our full interview is posted right now in this story at WRTV.com.